Good morning, I'm Trisha Bear from the Culinary Command Post, and I'm going to show you how to make chicken stuffing. So basically you can use regular chicken breast and cook it, but in the holidays we're all so busy, so I have rotisserie chicken that I've shredded up, and I'm going to pour in about 2 tablespoons of garlic butter on top of the chicken that I melted, and just mix that up with the chicken. And we're going to actually cook this chicken stuffing in the crock pot. Alright, so once you've mixed up the butter, the garlic butter and the chicken, we're going to pour it in the bottom of the crock pot. And you can, because the chicken's already cooked, a rotisserie chicken's already cooked, you can actually put it in there for about an hour and it'll be done. But we're trying to get the chicken flavor into the stuffing. And you're going to level it out on the bottom of the crock pot. And then you can go ahead and put your salt and pepper on the chicken and whatever other seasonings that you want to use. But I've got garlic butter and pepper, and then I'm not going to put salt on it just because the soup usually has a ton of salt, and so does the chicken broth that we're going to use. So on the chicken broth and the cream of chicken soup, we're just going to mix it up in a bowl. Just like that. And we're going to add our 1 cup of chicken broth. So it's a large can of cream of chicken soup, and then 1 cup of chicken broth. Okay, and you're going to mix that up with a whisk. And then we're actually going to pour this mixture over the chicken. Pour it over the chicken in the crock pot. You're not stirring it either, you're just putting it on the chicken. Okay, and then after that, you're going to add your box of chicken stuffing. This one has herbs in it. You can use whatever flavor of chicken stuffing you want, and you're going to just put it on top of that sauce, the chicken broth and the cream of chicken soup. Just layer it on. And that's why I didn't add too much seasoning to my chicken, because this has herbs in it, the stuffing has. So if you get a plain one, you might want to add more seasoning to your chicken. Okay, and then we're going to add about 1/2 cup of water. And then I like using this sour creamy ranch dip. I love using this in almost every casserole or every side dish I make. And we're going to put in about 1/2 of it, and it's got a onion flavor too. So I'm just going to put it in on top of the stuffing. I'm actually going to use the entire container. Right. I'm just going to spread it out so that it's covering the stuffing. Okay, last thing I'm going to add is some fried onions. And I'm just going to add enough to very coat slightly the top of the stuffing to give it more flavor. And if you like sage in your stuffing, you can add some sage also. That's it. And I'm not going to mix it up. I'm going to leave it just like that. for about 30 minutes and then I'll give it a stir. I'm gonna put it in the crock pot for we're gonna put it in there about an hour because like I said, if you're using rotisserie chicken, the meat's already cooked, so we're just trying to marinate the different layers of flavor that we've added to it. Put the lid on, stick it in the crock pot for about an hour, and then you can stir it up and it'll be ready to serve. Put it on high for about an hour and then we're gonna stir it up and it should be almost ready to serve at that point. And that's it. That's how you make chicken stuffing in a crock pot. If you get a chance to get these liners, you can get them from Temu all day long. They're really cheap.